people gamble with their lawn care equipment is going to be with your weed eaters. My suggestion, and this is just my suggestion from trial and error, is that you get you 2 weed eaters, right? You spend the money, make the investment on the weed eaters, stay away from the zero turn, get your 2 weed eaters. One's going to be the backup plan because your weed eater is going to be what you use the most, whether you're using it for edging, whether you're using it to actual weed eat, whether you're using it to actual trim, tree, whatever you're doing. You make sure that you get you a good solid weed eater. I stick with the Echo brand. I know there's a lot of guys out there that go with Stills or whatever there is. I stick with the Echo brand. It's the most economical for your money that you can see out there. You can even get these things used. They're fairly easy to learn how to work on. Also, if you run into any kind of trouble with the, you also can get the parts pretty easily depending on, where you're at. If not, you can always check Amazon and they'll always have, the basic parts that you're going to need for your weed eater. That's another issue that I see where people just gamble. They go out and get basic weed eaters, or they go out and they have 4 or 5 weed eaters in a solo lawn care operation that are just going to sit there. It's only one person using the weed eater if you're solo and just getting started. So again, get you that, maybe one backpack blower, but you don't even need a backpack blower. You can just get yourself a handheld blower and you'll be fine. I'm still operating with a handheld blower and haven't moved to a backpack blower as yet. The speed and efficiency does make a difference in your first couple years. But again, we need to start focusing on the quantity and the quality when we're moving into year 2 and 3. First year, it's all about quantity and getting it going. So you want to make sure that you're able to, make a little bit of profit in your first year. You're not going to be able to do that if you're out there purchasing the wrong equipment. So don't take the gamble and go out there and be like all these guys who have, 10 and 12 foot trailers with 4 and 5 different types of equipment on them that they're never going to use, that they don't ever show you using, and saying this is my setup. Your setup shouldn't be costing you more than $12,000 on when you're just getting started. You can get a lawn care business started for about $500. So that's where I say you would start at and get going. The second way I see people take a gamble with their lawn care business when they're first getting started is with their customers, right? Let's try to stack the odds in our favor with the customers. The number one problem I see people have is they're too anxious with their customers. I did the same thing, got out there, and I done got burnt by the same type of customer. Never deal with the guy who's caught grass before. If they've cut grass before, move on. I'm telling you, it's a waste of your time. You're taking a crap shot at the fact that they're not going to be the ones that are going to be out there supporting you as a good quality customer. They've already failed at doing what you're trying to do. And where have you ever known somebody to support you on something that they failed at? It's just a losing scenario. You're definitely taking a gamble by dealing with these type of customers in your lawn care business. So if they say they cut grass, let them go on. Let them find somebody else. You will find somebody who's going to pay you on time, who's going to pay you what your time and energy is worth, and who's not going to want to see you fail. There's too much grass out there to cut. The third way that I see people take a gamble with their customers is choosing the wrong clientele. And this one is even more obvious than some people may think. We want to do business with clientele that has the capability to pay us at a pretty high level. And if that's the case, we need to start learning how to do business with the federal, state, and local government, right? We need to do business with these people. These people are the ones who want to see us thrive as a small business. They're also the ones who have access to the people who spend the most money on lawn care every year in the United States. We got to look at it. If we're looking to be successful, if we're looking to stomp with the big dogs, we really need to start checking into things like, what are these companies doing? All these companies are spending money or actually getting paid from the federal government for their services. They spend so much money on lawn care that it's ridiculous, guys. And guess what? There are people just like you and me that they want to spend money on, right? On our businesses. They want to see us thrive. They want to see us do well. We can always take a look back not too long ago When we went through our issue as a country, we had to worry about what? Businesses first and people second. So again, we're businessmen, so let's act like a businessman. Right now we need to start getting into those situations to where if something else happens, we're going to be in a good space and place to be successful and be profitable. And even if something doesn't happen, let's go get some of this money from the federal government. You can start off by registering with your state and local government procurement offices, is what they call them. Do your Google research, check those out, and see if you guys can level up that way. Since we've gotten this far in the video, let's do this. Let's see where everybody is from and where we're gonna be looking at you getting involved with the local government. Leave down in the comments. Also like and subscribe. And if you're interested in leveling up your lawn care business, check this video right here out. Let's go.